All right, welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to tonight's basketball doubleheader here at Darby Gymnasium, home of the Grinnell College Pioneers. We welcome you in. It's a JV and varsity boys night. This game against Newton, as Grinnell is facing Newton, I should say. I'm getting tongue-tied here. This game was supposed to be played a few weeks ago, but snow has postponed it, I think, maybe more than once. So because of dance competitions at the Grinnell High School and the high school being swarmed by a lot of people, we are here on the campus of Grinnell College to play basketball, which is always fun. And tonight they're doing JV and varsity boys, no girls action, so tonight we're going to bring you the JV boys game. We're just getting going here. We have 4:34 remaining here in this first quarter. It's 4 quarters of basketball, 8 minutes, pretty much the same. Grinnell leads 5-2 over the Newton Cardinals. So this is the JV game, and then tonight at 8:15 is the boys game. So got a lot going on tonight, but we're off and running here in this JV basketball game. Dodge Salzer gets it inside, and Dodge puts it high off the glass, and Grinnell extends their lead to 7-2. A lot of stuff going on here on campus as well. A huge swim meet is going on right next door, so a lot of different people here in Grinnell this evening. That three-pointer by Newton fell. Here's Kyle Dillon kicking out to McCombs for 3, and McCombs nails it from the wing. Grinnell leads 10-5.
Okay, I'm kind of dialed in. Ready to go.
Kyle Dillon comes back across court for the Tigers, and they missed that one. Been a lot of nights of basketball. This is our 3rd night of basketball in a row for the Tigers, and Newton's 2nd in a row. Last night, or on Wednesday night, Grinnell went to Oskaloosa to take on the Indians, and then last night they went to Mount Vernon, and now tonight what would be considered a home game is still a home game, but you still got to travel a little bit. I don't know if any of them are complaining playing here at Grinnell College. So yes, the varsity men's game will be on at 8:15. Grinnell and Newton. And then tomorrow night, we won't be able to live stream it, but the Grinnell girls take on ADM for a playoff regional game. If they win that game, they'll play the winner of Pella or Norwalk. And that would be Tuesday night, I believe. Sadly, we cannot live stream that game tomorrow night because of Iowa High School or Iowa Girls Athletic High School Union rules. Prohibit us from filming it or live streaming it, so we will be posting it the next day. We're still going to be filming it. I won't be there, but my dad will be there broadcasting the game. So no live stream tomorrow night, but you can watch the game on Sunday after the game is officially over. On the floor for Grinnell, we have Andrew Cogley. We have a few others. Goldman out there. Got Dodge, McCombs, and then we have someone that I don't have on my roster.
I think there are a couple of freshmen.
Oh yeah, a few freshmen out here.
Number 15 is Calvin Jaworski, and I think 34 is Brady Stewart. So they moved a couple freshmen up to get some playing time. As injuries and other things have happened on the varsity squad, there's more sophomores that have moved up, so it's kind of thinned out the bench for the JV squad. And they're just giving a little bit more opportunity for them.
Good ball movement here by Grinnell. They're up 10-5 with 2:21 remaining left in the first quarter. Goldman underneath, fights through a double team, puts up the 2-pointer, and knocks it down. And Grinnell leads 12-5.
Good job by Grinnell. They've been working really hard on getting in that high post area like that and then use it as a pivot man to look at the rest of the offense. So it's nice to see that it's finally coming together.
Another travel. 2 travels so far for Newton.
Grinnell primarily on the JV. You're going to see Coach Baker, a lot of man-up defense. Most effective. He really works on them, getting their arms stretched out, working their feet. It's very rare you see him pull into a zone defense, but I think it's good fundamentally for these kids to learn that a man defense is probably your best motivation on the floor to work to get a steal.
Goldman drives baseline, kicks back outside. There's a 3-pointer, good. I can't tell, probably a freshman, yes.
Yep, so that's Calvin Jaworski.
15-5 Grinnell leads. This is a Newton basketball team. Both JV and varsity struggled this year. Obviously the varsity team hasn't won a game yet, but you know, they always say those are some of the harder teams to play realistically because I mean, they're always hungry. They're always fighting for wins, and this varsity game later tonight's definitely going to be hard. Tyler Walker goes around, double team, can't get that one off the glass. Jaworski hands back off to Walker. Walker pump fake and gets caught and tries to kick this one out to Kyle Dillon, who's able to hang on to it. Jaworski at the top of the key, kicks down inside. Goldman has a really good height advantage down low. Finds Dillon in the corner, who can't get the 3-pointer to go, but Jaden Krebs is hard on the glass. Kicks inside to Goldman, pushed around, and his layup is no good. Got his own rebound to put it right back up and in.
Good work there on the boards. That's something they, off and on this year, they've had some troubles with, but it's nice to see that pressure back in there and keep working to get that ball back up.
Grinnell throws in here. Goldman directs traffic at the top. Sully Herber's here with the ball, kicks off to Kyle Dillon. And Kyle will slow it down back up top as Coach Baker is going to make a few adjustments. Baker kicks outside, or not Baker. Kyle for 3 and knocks it down. Remember, there's 2 lines, the red line and the black line. Red line is the normal high school line, also what the girls use. And then the men's line, obviously, right there is what the Grinnell College uses. So we'll take a timeout. We'll take a quick one with them. Grinnell leads 20-7 in this JV game. All right, so out of the quick timeout, Grinnell's up big here, 20-7 here early. As they look to kick it around the key here. Walker drives inside, kicks back outside to Jaworski. Dillon, another 3. This one no good. And Newton's on the glass. Grinnell tries to trap, and Walker is able to force that one free. Kyle Dillon gets the loose ball, and he'll come racing back. And Dillon traveled with it, slipped a little bit.
He's got a little bit ahead of the cart there. Momentum kind of took him.
So we're in the second quarter, 7:26 remaining. I didn't realize that last time out was the quarter break. So we're at the quarter, 7:22 remaining, 20-7. Grinnell leads over Newton, and the Cardinals are going to the free throw line.
Foul's going to be on, they say 12, Sully Herbers. So that's Grinnell's first foul of the night.
First free throw falls for the Cardinals. And the second one falls as well. 20-9, and Grinnell leads. Herbers hands off to Goldman. Coleman cuts back outside. Walker tried to fight or give it right back to McCombs. It slipped. Goldman at the top, fires in the corner. Dillon has had the hot hand so far tonight. Goldman inside. It's a height advantage. His floater off the back is no good as it falls off front iron, and here come Newton back the other way. Baker still directing traffic all the way from the sideline. Nice steal by Goldman. Newton went to the floor but couldn't come out with it. Dillon drives all the way to the basket and gets it to go off the rim.
I'm trying to think back from the last time we played at Newton. This seems to be a lot smaller group that Newton has brought. So either they have moved some of their JV up into the varsity, or they've just somehow reduced their travel team or something.
Made quite the trip to ADM last night. Probably came back later, and I assume they had school today. Grinnell didn't because of parent-teacher conferences, but it's kind of a good day to have parent-teacher conferences. Rest up just a little bit. So Newton missed their first free throw. They'll try for a second, and it falls. Grinnell kicks this one around the top of the key. McCombs hands off to Kyle Dillon. Back to McCombs, who fires the three and knocks it down. Grinnell's got the hot hand shooting tonight so far.
Well, last night in Mount Vernon, they started out of the gate with 6 3-pointers. Unfortunately, struggled towards the end to finish it, but as of late, they have been shooting fairly well. There's a travel down on the baseline by Newton.
So Dillon walks it up court, and they'll set up in their offense. McCombs, Cogley, Sauser, Walker, and Dillon all on the court. Cogley at the corner finds Tyler Walker at the top. Cogley drives and gets called or draws a foul, the reach in.
Lawson on the foul. That's team foul number 3 for Newton.
That one's poked away, and Grinnell couldn't save it. McCombs' foot was right on the line.
It's always a marginal call when you call that over and back because it was a tip ball. You always think in your head, do I touch it or don't I touch it? So
yeah. Step back, 3, good. That kid made a 3-pointer, came running back, made a bow and arrow move, and then was yelled at by his head coach because he was celebrating. How about Sauser with his nice moves underneath?
Really nice turnaround by Dodge there.
Grinnell leads 27-13, 4:31 remaining here in this first half. Moving along very quickly.
It's kind of deceiving. You see Grinnell, they sit back in kind of that matchup defense, but truly it's a man-to-man. It gives it appearance of being kind of a 3-2 zone, but the way they match up, I think it's really distracting for Newton on how they're trying to figure out, are they going to have a gap, are they going to have a driving lane, or are they going to be able to actually pull up and do something. So it's working to their advantage tonight. So they're going to a timeout. We'll give a little shout out to our sponsors, Polly Ice Pizza, Joey Polly Eye. Stop in down there on 5th Avenue. Remember, they always have specials on Tuesday nights for spaghetti, and Wednesday nights is their $9.99 two-topping medium pizza. So stop into Polly Ice Pizza. Tell them you heard about them on Tiger Livestream Network. I could handle a Polly Ice Pizza right now.
We had pizza for dinner, though. I'm fine. But at any time, I could use Polly Ice Pizza. Cavatelli's good. Spaghetti's good. I've never had a sandwich there yet. I need to get a sandwich there before I take off. But yeah, it's great to have Polly Ice Pizza jump on. And if you're looking to sponsor, talk to us. We'd be happy to. So Newton's going to get the ball here with 4:21 remaining here in the first half. That three-pointer falls. Boy, for Newton being down, they are very excited when a shot goes in. Dillon gets a good screen by Dodge, and he sinks it. Dillon is making everything go tonight.
Yeah, good job out on the three-point line. Things are falling and going in the right place.
Ooh, my player took a hit. 30-16, Grinnell leads. Krebs over at the wing, nice pass inside to Dodge. He thought he had someone behind him. Couldn't get that turnaround to go.
Well, as most coaches would harp, use the bank board, even though you got a nice little gimme like that. Another quick shot three-pointer by Newton, trying to fire the ball up there. Souser takes a break. Tyler Walker comes back in.
Dillon at the top of the key. As Grinnell tries to find some openings down here. Goldman pulls up, nice shot.
I don't know about you, Blake, but I kind of like this sitting up and down. You could see so much better up
Oh,
here.
yeah. Just not used to, can't see the Grinnell crowd. Don't know how people are reacting, but you can hear them. That one's off front iron. Goldman somehow stays in bounds and hands it off to Walker. Dillon fires this one up court. Goldman at the top. 2:12 remaining here in this ballgame. Goldman tried to go up strong, couldn't get it. Walker on the rebound though. Hands it off to Goldman. Goldman goes up strong, can't get it to go. Krebs fights hard for the rebound. And Goldman gets fouled.
Good feed, just getting it right back in there to Trey, because you know you're going to get one or two opportunities. You're either going to make that basket or you're going to get fouled and get the end one. So I like that, of just keep forcing it in there and let them foul you and make them work for it.
Goldman's free throw is good. Second one for Trey. No good. Newton grabs the rebound. And here come the Cardinals. Three-pointer corner, no good. Rebound grabbed quickly, and then we got a foul on Krebs down low. Second free throw, no good. Newton got the rebound though. They trail 33-16 with 1:29 remaining here in this first half. Mid-range jumper, no good. Rebound grab by Dillon. He's doing a lot for Grinnell tonight. Toss up to Walker. Coleman backs down, kicks outside, no look pass to Sully. Sully kicked back to Tyler, now to McCombs. Herbers fires a three, can't get it to go. And rebound grab by the Cardinals. 50 seconds remaining. Good first half by Grinnell. Very consistent offensively, good ball movement all around. And we're gonna have another travel.
Well, definitely on the defensive end, they're putting the pressure in the right spots.
.31 seconds left. Coleman kicks cross court to Walker. Heavily guarded all night, kicks off to McCombs. Grinnell's stuck here on this possession with 17 seconds remaining. Ten seconds left. Dillon drives, baseline, goes up strong, gets blocked. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and the heave is no good. That'll do it for the end of the first half. Grinnell leads over Newton, 33-16. We'll be back for the beginning of the second. Alrighty, we are back for the second half of action in this JV Grinnell Tigers basketball game between Grinnell and the Newton Cardinals.
Looks like the same five's going to start the ball game that did. So McCombs, Walker, Goldman, Dillon, and Sully Herbers.
It was a pretty good first half for Grinnell. 33 points put up on the board. Only held Newton to 16, so really, really good first half.
Yeah, high percentage of three-point shooting going in. That's always a plus.
Newton kicks that one inside. The layup is going to be no good, but McCombs gets called on the foul as he tried to reach in and grab for that basketball.
McCombs' first foul. That'd be the first team foul.
That first free throw is no good. And the second one follows the same path as the first one. It does not fall, but Newton's on the rebound though. And the three-pointer is no good, and it's going to be out of bounds on Sully Herbers. Seems like Newton's taking a lot of three-pointers tonight, whether that's what they want to do or not.
And maybe they've been a higher percentage team in the past.
Possibly.
But definitely Newton on the varsity squad, as you talked earlier, is in a rebuilding stage.
Turnaround jumper, no good, and the rebound is hauled in by Kyle Dillon. And back come the Tigers. Walker from the wing fires a three. Can't knock it down. Goldman's on the glass though. Kicks right back outside, but Combs fires a three. He can't knock it down, and Newton's on the board.
Baker's giving a little advice for Trey's. Instead of kicking it out, push it right back up, see if you can't get that foul underneath there. Trey did a good job in the first half working that.
Three-pointer by Newton falls, 33-19. Dillon thought about it, three, kicks right back. And we got a foul. Or no foul. I'm not sure what that was.
Double dribble, I think.
Yeah, somewhere around there. Drive to the basket, up and good. And Newton's starting to mount a little bit of a comeback. They're on a 5-0 run since the start of since the start of halftime. Herbers hands off to Walker. Walker pumps, kicks in the corner. McCombs for three, and he can't knock it through. Layup is good. Make it a 7-0 run by Newton. Grinnell's got to figure something out here. The lead is down to 10. Herbers gets it stripped away. And Newton goes back the other way, gets fouled, and the layup is no good. And Newton gets a chance to bring it within single digits.
Sully Herbers on the foul. That's his second for the evening. Team foul number 2 for the Tigers.
First free throw falls, and this game is to a single-digit deficit. 33-24. And the second free throw bounces high, No good, but Newton's on the glass. They've been on the glass a lot so far. There's a drive to the baseline, goes up strong for two and gets fouled, and he's going back. Newton is making a charge here to start this second half. And Coach Baker's had enough. He wants a little bit of a break here. Grinnell leads by 9. We'll take a quick break with them. So out of the quick timeout by Coach Baker, Grinnell needs a response. Newton is on a 8-0 run to start this second half.
Just kind of a slow start by the Tigers shooting opposed to how they come out of the gates in the first half.
And the second one falls. We're down to a 8-point basketball game, and Newton is on a 9-0 run since the start of the since the start of the second half. Goldman kicks in the corner. Herber is going to try to end the run. He overshoots the basket. Rebound grab by Newton. Can the Cardinals get it closer? They have all the momentum in the world. Drive to the basket. Layup is no good. Good defense by Walker. And here comes Grinnell, going to try to push it. Herber is in the corner. Walker fumbles it a little bit, picks it back up. Guarded heavily and has to get rid of it inside to Goldman, and we got a foul on number 44 for Newton.
Good job trying to work that feed into that post.
So Kyle Dillon will throw in. High off the back. Tyler comes down with it. Walker crossover, nice job, goes back in. And Goldman resets up top. Grinnell just kind of stuck defensively. Whatever Newton did defensively or offensively, Newton changed up. And that forces Kyle Dillon to take a shot he probably didn't want to take.
Yeah, right now it's just kind of lack of crashing the boards. I don't know if they felt that going in with that 11-point lead at half was a
12-0 run, 33-28. Grinnell has let Newton come all the way back, 33-28. Dillon drives baseline, kicks back out to Walker. Herbers finds Dillon, who fires the three, can't get it to go. And Newton's on the glass. Now Newton not having the biggest bench. I mean, same thing with Grinnell, but got to be getting tired here sooner or later. Newton wanted the three there, but they couldn't get it. That might be a three if it counts. It's no good. Rebound grabbed by Newton. Goldman slows down, hands back off to Dillon. Krebs off.
5 minutes into the third quarter, and we still do not have
a score. 35-28. There you go.
I should have talked about it earlier.
Goldman got it to go off the glass, and Grinnell leads by 7. Newton really wants the three ball. Step back. No good.
There's one where the college three-point line might have stuck him.
Yeah.
He stepped down to get that extra step back. And
Walker wanted the three, didn't take it. Dillon in the wings. Can't get it to Krebs. Krebs hangs on to it, though. Walker gets around the fake. Dillon for three. No good. Tried to fight in to get the rebound. Herbers has it though. Fires the mid-range jumper and he knocks it down. Grinnell with a quick 4-0 run of their own. Here comes Newton back the other way. Tough shot by Sully. It was nice to get it down. Grinnell leads by 9. Three-pointer by the Cardinals. Can't get it to go. He flopped on the end looking for a foul. They're not going to give it to him. Krebs up court, kicks off to Goldman. And Krebs is on the ground trying to go for it. Dillon at the top, drives baseline all the way, and it's going to be a charge. And Baker is going full substitution here. He's putting 2 freshmen out there, Cogley, Saucer, and McCombs.
Yeah, so number 14, Jarowski, and 34, Stewart, 2 freshmen that came up.
Newton drives all the way, layup off the high. No good, blocked by Dodge.
Got a good opportunity here.
Dodge goes up strong, can't get it to go, and we got a foul on Dodge, back the other way. Newton wants a timeout. We'll take a quick one with him. 37-28, 1:14 remaining here in the third quarter. Grinnell leads. All right, so out of the quick timeout, Grinnell leads 37-28. The Cardinals went on a quick 12-0 run to start the second half. Grinnell didn't score till the 3-minute remaining mark. And now they're on a quick 4-0 run of their own, and they lead 37-28 over the Newton Cardinals. Again, this is the JV squad. If you're just tuning in, the varsity game will be on at 8:15. Cogley holds it up top for Grinnell. Dodge down low, trying to get it off to his teammate. And here comes Newton back the other way. A drive to the baseline, goes up strong, no good. The putback, though, is off the mark too, and Grinnell catches a break.
Stewart with nice jump-in rebound there. Wasn't afraid to step in with the big boys.
Grinnell could use a bucket here to really kind of start pulling away again. Wide open in the corner. Cogley's going to take the three, and he knocks it down. And Baker loves it. 40-28, Grinnell leads by 12. 15 seconds left here in the third quarter.
Well, that's the first time in a while that they've had good ball movement, actually utilizing some of the screens and work around the outside.
Three-pointer by Newton to respond, no good. And I think we're going to have it over the back with 4 seconds remaining. It's going to be Grinnell basketball. So it looks like Grinnell might just chuck up one more shot here for the third quarter. In my very first game I broadcasted, Kyle Dillon, it was a freshman game. Kyle Dillon nailed a half-court shot. 2 seconds, 1 second, Dillon pulls up, and he can't get it to go. So that'll do it for the end of the third quarter. We'll be back in a second for the fourth quarter. Grinnell leads 42-28.
We're back.
Grinnell lead. Oh,
Fourth quarter tonight's brought to you by Pauly Eye's Pizza. 5th Avenue, downtown Grinnell. Stop in, see Joey Pauly Eye. Reminder of their Tuesday night specials of spaghetti and Wednesday night 2-topping pizza for $9.99 for a medium. So stop in, see Pauly Eye's Pizza. Mention that you heard them live here on the Tiger Livestream Network.
we know those deals all too well. Newton went on a 12-0 run to start the second half. Grinnell didn't score till the 3-minute mark. We're left in the third quarter. And then when they did score, they didn't stop. And they went on a quick 7-0 run to end the third. So 40-28 is where we sit. But Newton is capable of coming right back into it.
Well, the Tigers definitely went pretty dry for the first 5 minutes of that third quarter.
Newton finally puts up their first score since the 3:43 mark in the third quarter. Newton with the turnover, or Grinnell with the turnover, I should say. Newton goes all the way, gets fouled, and it's an and one. There's not what Grinnell needed.
Yeah, and that's just a little bit of inexperience by Stewart, being a freshman. You know, when you have someone's out in front of you and they're getting a layup they're going to make, why give them an extra? So, you know, again, it's something you learn, and as you go up, and that you see on the, well, you can't see on the video, but on the sideline, Coach Baker is using a teaching moment out of that.
Free throw is missed, though. 40-32, Grinnell leads by 8. Dillon, nice crossover, drives inside. McCombs for 3 at the wing, and he can't get it to go. Rebound grab by Goldman, and he gets fouled underneath on the floor.
Coming off the screen there, I think Dillon took a pretty good push to the ground, walking it off.
Goldman almost lost that thing as it was poked from his hand. Walker drives to the hoop and gets collided with. Goldman gets it inside, around the outside, I should say. Trey backs down. Grinnell tries to move it around, and we got a 3-second in the lane call. So a few mistakes here late by Grinnell. How to fix those up here. 40-32, 6:36 remaining in this fourth quarter. Grinnell leads by 8. And we got travel. I was just about to say, you can feel someone's about to go on a run. I don't know which team, but it just feels like someone's about to just, when they score, they're just going to keep scoring.
Well, hopefully that stays in the hand of the Tigers for the rest of the evening.
Dillon drives baseline, goes up strong, gets blocked from behind. And then we got a blocking foul on Goldman. Interesting. So Grinnell, or no, Newton is in the bonus now. That changes a lot.
Yeah, that's foul number 2 on Trey, which as hard as he's working inside, that's really not too bad going into the fourth quarter.
And that free throw is good. Second free throw, knocks down. 40-34. Grinnell on top, but only by 6. Tigers got to figure something out offensively. Kyle Dillon's going to try to be the one to start it. Walker guarded tightly. Ball's poked away. And we got a double dribble as he tried to get away from it. Tyler trying to communicate just to get people to come and get the ball. It's hard when you're trapped down in the corner.
That's one thing Newton has done in this second half. They have kind of pushed out their defense, and they're taking Grinnell outside of their boundary a little bit.
Inside, McCombs goes up strong for two, and he gets the layup to fall.
Nice strong move to the basket. Good feed by Dylan.
42-34. Newton keeps trying that move off the screen to go get that three-pointer. They do fire a three, can't get it to go. Rebound grab by the Cardinals. There's a drive, floater off glass, no good. Rebound grabbed again by Newton, it's up and good. 42-36, it's a 6-point game with 5:19 remaining.
Grinnell just needs to find a little bit better position so they could get their rear end and get a good block out. Newton's just getting a better position on the inside, and you know, when you're on defense, you should have the look for that.
Dylan slipped, and the guy that was guarding him went for the block, and then, yeah, that's just a bad combination when one guy's jumping and one guy's falling.
It's kind of ironic because in Knoxville, that happened about six times that Kyle would stop, make a drop step, and they'd just go flying right over his back.
There's a possibility that the floor is wet down there, but I don't think anyone really cares. Newton gets the steal. They only trail by 6. Nice in and out move, and we got a foul on the floor down inside. Are they going to get it on?
If that's Sully, that would be his 3rd foul, I believe. So foul number 3 for Sully Herbers.
And there's still 4 minutes and 55 seconds left in this ballgame. There's still a lot of time for Newton to come back. Yeah, we're going to have a not lane violation. Okay. I mean, either way, he missed it, but still, I mean, that kid was leaning back into the paint. Walker at the top of the key, hands off to Goldman. Goldman kicks back. Walker for 3 on the wing, can't get it to go. And it's going to be out of bounds on Grinnell. Newton basketball. Timeout, Grinnell, 42-36. Grinnell leads by 6. We'll take a break. All right, so we're back after the quick timeout. 42-36, Grinnell leads over Newton.
Coach Baker just kind of needed a little bit of a pep talk there.
Newton gets the end one. I was asked earlier today if we'll update everyone during the varsity game, if we figure out updates on Brockbeck at the state tournament wrestling. If we get news, we'll keep checking Twitter and we'll try to figure stuff out.
As of now, he is into the 3rd round,
yes,
correct?
Going into the semifinals here at 8:45 is when he's supposed to wrestle, so it's a big deal. Grinnell kicks this thing around. It's only a 4-point ball game. Grinnell led 33-16 at one point. Newton's coming all the way back. And I said that whoever started scoring would go on a run, and it's starting to be Newton. But Grinnell can still turn it around here with 4:06 remaining. But Newton's going to have a chance to get this thing even closer. And I hate to bring back old memories, but this Grinnell team did have a pretty good lead against an Indianola team, and they fell apart against that team. Could be a little bit of a redemption kind of game right now, trying to salvage this game.
Well, you know, technically for this JV squad, it is their last game of the season, so definitely be nice to end it out with a good win.
Dillon gets it poked away, and Newton goes all the way back. He didn't shoot it when he did, and he's going to travel.
Yep, he had a little stutter step right there, and
well, whoever's coming at him really kind of scared him a little bit.
So a good opportunity for the Tigers to get the ball back and have a good possession with it.
Yeah, real good move defensively. Grinnell, I mean, you might want to play the clock game, but I don't really know. Goldman goes all the way, and he can't get it to go, but it's going to be out of bounds on Newton. McCombs is going to check in for Cogley. That one way over the top of McCombs' head, and McCombs is going to not get it back. Goldman has it, though. Hands off to Dillon. A lot of lazy passing here by Grinnell. They only lead by 4. Walker cuts back door, couldn't find him. Dillon drives, kicks back outside. Goldman kicks back down, and he traveled.
Well, as we go, Newton is definitely stepping up their defense, putting a little bit more pressure on the loose hand of the Grinnell Tigers.
So Newton's going to take a timeout, 3:08 remaining. Remember, after this game, which will probably finish up around just before the 8 o'clock or the top of the hour, we will be taking a little break, and then we'll be back at 8:15. Well, probably won't start at 8:15. It depends on how we're looking time-wise, but we'll be back for this varsity boys game.
Well, and they're doing a good job of getting their hands where the ball is. You know, I know that's something that Coach Baker constantly preaches and teaches, that for the Grinnell squad is you have one hand in their face and one hand at the ball, and that does make a difference on how.
So welcome back out of the timeout, 42-38. Grinnell leads over Newton, but the Cardinals have just crawled their way back. And that three-pointer gets them within 1 point. 42-41. Grinnell led 33-16 at one point in this ball game. And Newton has fought all the way back, and they're only down by 1. Dillon fires the mid-range jumper, and he gets it to go.
Grinnell needed that return for an answer to put some points on the board.
Newton almost got that and one to go. Wow.
I think that's number 4 on Sully Herbers.
And the first free throw is no good, so technically a pretty good foul by Grinnell there, even though I don't even think they wanted to foul. And the second one is no good as well. Tough break for Newton. 2.5 minutes left. Grinnell leads by 3. Dodge, hands off to Goldman. You got those two big guys down low. Herbers wide open for 3 from the college line, and he can't get it to go. And Kyle, I was going to say, guarding pretty tightly there. Going to get drawn on the foul, and Newton's going back to the free throw line for a 1-and-1.
Actually, 10.
Oh, no, so we're going double bonus. So Newton shooting free throws for sure the rest of the way. And the first one falls. We're down to a 2-point ball game. And the second one is good as well. Cogley checks in for Sully since Sully's got 4 fouls. And here we go. It's a 1-point game, 2 minutes left. Walker in the corner, and we're going to have a foul on Cogley. No, timeout.
I think they just went the 30-second timeout.
It's muted.
Okay, we're back out of the half. Excuse me. Back out of the timeout.
So Goldman kicks outside, 2:03 remaining here in this fourth quarter. McCombs almost had it stripped. He drives baseline and he walked with it.
It's tough. We're at 151, 1-point ball game. Critical mistakes like that is not in our favor.
And he goes right to the bench. Well, if you're waiting to make a play, I'd make it now. It's a 1-point basketball game. 3-pointer by Newton. No good. They didn't really guard up on it because I don't think anyone saw it coming.
Nope, long rebound way out to the 3-point line, almost by Andrew Cogley.
Kyle tries to take it himself. He can't get it to go. Goldman's on the glass, though, and he can't get it to go.
Ooh, got away with the walk down there on the baseline by Newton.
3-pointer by Newton. No good. Rebound grab by Walker. And we're coming down to it. Who knew? 1 minute to go here in this JV basketball game. We're going to have a tight one. 44-43. Walker at the corner, hands off to Goldman. Maybe Grinnell just might try to pass through this thing.
Well, Grinnell did win in Newton, but they ended it with free throws in order to make the win. So
Cogley couldn't hang on to that loose ball. Walker tried to get it to him. It's a 1-point basketball game, and I'm guaranteeing Kyle Dillon's going to try to make this shot. Goldman down inside, goes up strong for 2, and he gets fouled. Wow, Grinnell came close on that one. And didn't they just go to overtime a few nights ago?
Yes, overtime in Knoxville. And I'm trying to remember, I think when we played Newton at Newton, that was an overtime game. And then they turn around and free throws kind of come into the play, and Grinnell prevailed on top.
2 huge free throws. And Goldman can't get them to go. That was a loud clap. 1-point basketball game. Newton has crawled all the way back. Goldman's second one, no good. But Newton mishandles the free throw, and it's going to be Grinnell ball. They get a second chance. It's Walker, Krebs, Goldman. Cogley's going to check in for Dodge. Who gets the ball here? I'm guessing it's going to Goldman, and it is. Goldman stuck in the corner. We got a reach-in foul, and that's going to put Grinnell at the line.
Yeah, bad decision on the side of Newton on that one. Grinnell has the opportunity at least to tie it up.
So we go to a 1-and-1 situation for Grinnell. Goldman's free throw is good. And we are tied.
Nothing like the suspense of the last game of the season turn into a barn burner.
Goldman's second, good as well. Big free throws. Newton's going to call timeout. We'll take a quick one with him. Grinnell leads 46-45 over Newton. All right, so out of the quick timeout, who knew your thriller tonight would be in this JV game? Grinnell leads Newton 46-45, 30 seconds remaining, and Newton has the basketball. Do they save it for the last shot? They sure are taking it slow like they are. Grinnell's got to play some defense. The Cardinals kick in the corner. Walker guards closely. Up strong for two. No good. Good defense. But Newton's on the glass. 10 seconds left. 8 seconds. Dillon's just going to take it himself. Dillon waiting, and we got a foul.
So that's going to put Trey Goldman back at the line.
Trey Goldman's face when he saw it, he was like, oh no. I don't know if he wants to be at the line.
So we're going to tie this thing up, or we're going into overtime.
That's the same thing. Tie this thing up.
Tie this thing up, or we're going to win the ball game. Sorry.
Goldman's free throw is good. Wow, that was a big shot. Now can he make his second?
Well, they shoot tons of free throws in practice, so.
No timeouts left for Newton. This is literally just going to be a take and go if he makes it. And his free throw is no good. 1 second, and we're going to overtime. 47-47. We got a barn burner. We're tied. We'll be back in a second. All right, welcome to overtime. This JV game is not over. The final JV game for Grinnell this year is headed to extra minutes. 4 extra minutes to be exact. It's the first Tiger live stream overtime I think we've ever done, maybe? Not entirely sure. Grinnell gets the ball off the tip. As Kyle Dillon holds at the top. Herber's thought about a three. Walker hands off to Krebs. This one's almost knocked away. Dillon drives baseline. Herber's hands off back to Tyler. Walker gets a lane, drives baseline up for two, and he got fouled. So Tyler going to the free throw line to shoot two. He's scoreless so far tonight. Looking to find his first points. think, are we waiting on substitutions here? Yeah. So 2 free throws upcoming. Tyler's first one in and out. Tyler sinks the first one, but he crossed the line. Probably just a miscommunication of the line, you know, 2 different lines there.
Yeah, I don't know.
47-47, we remain tied. Newton was down 33-16, and they rallied all the way back. Grinnell's got to pick it up defensively. 2-pointer, no good. Dodge can't hold on as he let it slip through his hands and go out of bounds. Three-pointer by the Cardinal. No good. Dillon with the board. This offense runs through him. He holds at the top in the corner to Walker. And miscommunication. It was tipped off the hands of a Cardinal. Newton goes all the way, gets fouled by Krebs, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Baker is staring at his bench, trying to figure out what he wants to do here. Two upcoming here for Newton. And that one's off front iron.
That foul was on Krebs. That's his first one.
So Sully Herbers is going to check in. And the second one rims out. Jaden's on the glass. We remain tied. 2:55 left. Dillon drives baseline, up for 2. No good. Dodge on the glass, though. Dodge can't get it to go. Krebs gets called on it. He had good intentions. I know what he was trying to do, but unfortunate that the guy fell the way that he did. And that was an obvious wraparound.
Yeah, so many times what we've seen all year is you get a hand or get 2 hands on that ball, they're going to give you a jump ball. But obviously the point of how he was getting there was the killer for him.
And that free throw is no good. Free throws are hard. Both teams struggling. We're still tied 47-47. And the second one is no good as well. We're still deadlocked.
Good job boxing out there by Trey Goldman. You know, we need some really good ball movement. Take a couple dribble steps in, give them the pinch up on you, and suck up from the outside.
Goldman can't get that floater to go. And back comes Newton. Well, if you're tuning in, maybe waiting for the boys game, you're going to have to wait. We're in overtime here in this JV matchup. 2:10 remaining. Dillon guards closely, tried to take a swipe at the basketball. That one almost stolen by Walker. Good shuffle defense, and it forces a bad pass. It's a 2-on-2. Dillon tries to drive. Goldman finds room, drives all the way, and one. Huge shot by Trey.
Yeah, I was kind of hesitant when he kind of dropped his shoulder a little bit, and they were hesitating on that call. It's either going to be their fist was to say it was a charge forward or that was actually a blocking foul. So good job by Trey to finish up and get the ball in the hole. And that foul right there puts Grinnell into the double bonus also.
1:34 left. Newton for 3, knocks it down. And now Grinnell trails by 1. Dillon drives, got stuck, kicks back to Sully. Tyler at the key, gets a screen by Dodge. Walker gets stuck, hands back off to Trey. Trey back to Walker. Walker drives baseline, gets stuck, and we got a jump ball. And it's going to be Newton basketball.
We just talked about that earlier. You get that two hands on the ball, and they're going to call that jump ball every time.
Timeout Newton. Grinnell trails by 1. 50-49. We'll take a quick break. All right, so out of the timeout, Grinnell trails 50-49 over Newton. Grinnell brings the full court press, trying stuff. 58 seconds left. I mean, obviously you're just going to wait time. Grinnell's got to kind of foul. They got to play up quicker. I don't know. Jaden didn't even touch him. I mean, Jaden went to go touch him. I think the refs just thought he was going to intentionally foul. Jaden really doesn't understand what happened there. Put his hand. I don't even think he meant to. He's literally just trying to stop himself. First free throw, no good.
I guess it was the right person to foul.
I guess. Interesting. Very interesting call. And Jaden goes to the bench. 49 seconds left. Grinnell has 49 points. Newton's got 50. And that free throw is no good off front iron. Rebound grabbed by Tyler Walker. And Dillon will bring it up. He directs traffic, hands off to Andrew Cogley. Cogley inside to Trey, who got behind the defense and gets fouled.
Well, Trey has spent some time at the line quite a bit tonight, so we'll see if we could get one to tie it up, or two to win the ball game.
Get one to tie it up and go into another overtime. Holman misses the first and makes a thunderclap. Second one upcoming. I think Grinnell can afford to play the fouling game. Goldman can't sink his second. There was a lot of fighting for the basketball, and Tyler really didn't like the call.
Yeah, I didn't think the look on Kyle's face, he didn't either. So, let it go.
And they're lucky Kyle kind of started pushing there, but it's Grinnell basketball. They catch a break.
Good opportunity here. 32 seconds left in the ball game. Coach Baker's getting a couple key people in that
can take and make some shots. 50-49, 32 seconds left. I don't know why one of Newton's coaches is on the floor. I'd love to see a technical because I'm not sure what in the world that was. I have never seen that. This guy was literally at half court. I didn't even notice him.
Well, I think he was just trying to control his player because there was no foul on it. It's just a misunderstanding. I don't know if he thought he had 4 fouls. It was simple turnover is all it was.
Dillon tries to get it inside to Trey. Trey kicks it backside. Kyle for 3. Can't knock it down, and Newton's on the rebound. It's hit away, and it'll be Newton basketball. Grinnell's going to have to get a steal here. 11 seconds remaining.
They've had some pretty good luck with this full court press. They just got to be able to get to the right person and make the trap right away.
Newton gets it in. They got a foul. And they do. Well, I mean, okay, so I don't think Jaden didn't like the foul, but at the same time, you kind of needed the foul.
At 8 seconds left, you're going to have to do something.
I mean, you can't just sit there. I don't blame him, but. Baker's got people ready to sub out here if needed. First free throw is good. (51-49). Grinnell's going to need something big here. That free throw is no good. Kyle is on the glass. He looks up court. And we got a timeout by Baker with 5 seconds left. They're going to try to set up a play. Well, this is it. You're going to get one shot. One shot. I mean, you're either going to go for 3. I mean, maybe you tie it up. It'd be a maybe conservative thing to do, but, I mean, I don't know. This game has gone so back and forth.
Well, and right now the way that our free throw shooting has went down, so, you know, banking it off that you're going to take it to the line and force one and try to get a foul, which Newton is very aggressive playing underneath that basket. It wouldn't put him past if they did foul. Right. But yeah, I would say the same thing. Go for a quick 2 and tie it up in overtime number 2.
I will put my money that Kyle will, this ball probably will go to Kyle based off an inbound play. And Kyle will try to finish this game for Grinnell. He's been the go-to man all night. And we'll see if he finishes it for Grinnell. So this is it, 5 seconds left. Tyler Walker's gonna throw in. You're gonna have Goldman go give Dillon a screen. Yep, there it is. Walker hands it off to Sully Herbers. Herbers fires the 3 off the glass. It's no good. And that'll do it. Newton comes back to win. Your final 51-49. Newton takes down Grinnell. And that'll do it for us here. So we'll meet you back here in a little bit for the varsity game between Newton and Grinnell. For now, we say so long for a few minutes. Grinnell falls to Newton in their final JV game of the season, 51-49. We'll see you here in a few minutes.